Good afternoon again, and welcome to the HTMi Summer 2016 graduation ceremony here at the Movenpick Hotel, Zurich, Regensdorf. On behalf of Mr. Ian Lamore, the Managing Director of HTMi, I would like to warmly welcome you and our students and graduates, your families and your friends, our teachers and staff, and the senior representatives of our leading academic partners. In addition, a very special welcome to all our parents and friends. You can tell that I can easily delete the whole speech in a trice. I'll try not to do that. In a very special welcome to all our parents and friends worldwide who are not here with us at the moment, but who will be able to watch the graduation a little later via YouTube. Now, Mr. Lamore has asked me to convey the following message to all parents, sponsors, both here and online. And the message is coming. We are delighted that you chose to send your sons and daughters to study at our institute and entrust us with their preparation for careers in the hospitality and tourism industry. The training and study programs that today's graduates have completed have been very intensive, challenging, and transformative. HTMi has guided and developed your sons and daughters and given them the skills and confidence that they will need in their careers for management, and they have proven to us that they are now ready for the task. It is now our great pleasure and honor to invite you to share your pride and recognition for all their hard work and achievements in preparing themselves for the international hospitality and tourism industry.
Thank you, Dr. Burgess. Graduating students, on behalf of the teaching faculty and staff at HTMi, we congratulate you on this achievement. Teaching faculty and staff, on behalf of the graduating students, I wish to thank you for your efforts, without which we would not have such a proud body of students here today. Dear graduates, a number of you in this room today have fulfilled your academic requirements either at bachelor, postgrad, or master's level, and are ready to pursue the next stage in your life, whether it be further study or a career. You leave us today with a wealth of knowledge gained from a diverse range of subjects. You leave us having lived, worked, and played in a multicultural environment, and many of you leave today with some very valuable work experience. Dear graduates, as we are in an Olympic year, and as HTMi is again sending volunteers to the Olympics, I thought it appropriate to start my message to you with an Olympic quote chosen from the Greek philosopher Epictetus, who lived between 50 and 120 AD, and how true it still is today, more than 1900 years later. He said, "So you wish to conquer at the Olympic Games, my friend, and I too, by the gods, and a fine thing it would be. But first mark the conditions and the consequences, and then set to work. You will have to put yourself under discipline, to eat by rule, to avoid cakes and sweetmeats, to take exercise at the appointed hour, whether you like it or not, in cold and in the heat, to abstain from cold drinks and from wine at your will. In a word, to give yourself over to the trainer as to a physician. Then in the conflict itself, you are likely enough to dislocate your wrist, twist your ankle, to swallow a great deal of dust, or to be severely thrashed, and after all these things to be defeated. I do not think any of us here today can imagine the effort and sacrifice it takes to be an Olympic champion. How many hours of preparation for the chance of a few seconds of glory, which for the majority will never happen. Today, graduates, you may not be Olympic champions, but you are HTMi champions because you have succeeded. Like Olympic champions, you have persevered over a period of time to achieve your goal. Like Olympic athletes, your training has been both mental and physical. However, unlike the Olympic champions of today, you have certainly been able to mix a good deal of leisure in your routine, including a few cold drinks and wine at your will. Today, you have crossed the line and will be recognized for your efforts. But now what? Today, you are successful, but that does not mean you will be tomorrow. You have received a unique key which will open many doors, but this key cannot do the work or apply the knowledge you have gained. This is up to you. You are bound to have a number of failures on your way to success. Accept a failure as a normal part of living. View it as part of the process of exploring your world. Learn from it. This is what we call experience. You will learn that experience is the hardest teacher of all, as it gives the test before presenting the lesson. Now, here's one for experience. I'm sure the University of Bern learned from their experience when they failed to consider the following applicant for the position of Associate Professor in June 1907. I have a copy of the letter here. I'll read it to you. Dear Mr. Einstein, your application for the doctorate has not been successful at this time, and as such, you are not eligible for the position of Associate Professor. Whilst you posed an interesting theory in your article published in the Annals of Physics, we feel that your conclusions about the nature of light and the fundamentals connections between space and time are somewhat radical. Overall, we find your assumptions to be more artistic than actual physics. Sincerely yours, Professor Wilhelm Heinrich, PhD, Dean of Sciences, University of Bern. Now, of course, history tells us Einstein went on to receive the 1921 Nobel Prize in Physics for his services to theoretical physics. So graduates, learning from past mistakes will keep you on the path towards success. But your biggest mistake would be to lean on your past successes. Now, speaking of successes, I have a wonderful team behind me who've been busy measuring your levels of success this semester. And at this point, I would like to ask the team who are seated behind me to stand and please show them your appreciation for the support, guidance, encouragement that they have given to all of you that has brought you to this point today. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Thank you. Graduates, you are now part of the most competitive industry in the world, the service industry. And in this day and age, customer satisfaction has an unsettling way of not staying satisfied for very long. In today's business environment, you must be ready to meet the ever-changing needs of your customer, because if you don't, someone else will. Just look at Airbnb, the fastest growing accommodation sector in the world, and it's not even a hotel. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that we have satisfied our two most important customers, you and our industry hospitality. Last semester, I took a leaf out of your strategy class and gave a SWOT analysis of your studies at HTMi. Today, I will finish by reminding you that what are vital traits for your success as leaders, and not just being the boss. Since all of you have been to the Career Centre office at some stage, you should be familiar with this comparison between the boss and the leader, as it is posted on the wall by the door, clear for everyone to see as they leave the office. So what are the typical traits of the boss, are ones that drives employees, depends on authority, inspires fear, says I, puts blame for the breakdown, knows how it's done, uses people, takes credit, commands, and says go. Some of these traits may work, but only for a short term. Instead, graduates, I want you to leave here today with the following traits of a leader, and which are more likely to lead to success than being the boss. A leader coaches employees, depends on the goodwill and not authority, generates enthusiasm, not fear, says we, not I, fixes the breakdown, shows how it's done, develops people, gives credit, asks, not commands, and says, not go, but let's go. Graduates, many people today will congratulate you and wish you luck. But what is luck? I once read that luck is preparation meeting opportunity. We have prepared you well, and the opportunities are endless. So in true Olympic fashion, go out there as true leaders and conquer the world. Thank you.
We have a great deal to be proud of at HTMi. We strive to be leaders and not followers. We strive to innovate and create and not copy. As we evolve as an institute, we constantly seek to improve. We look for better resources, new ideas, more exciting ways for students to engage with their education. And most of all, we improve the quality of what we do. I would recognize and acknowledge the tremendous support that we continue to receive from our partners in education, especially Ulster University and also Edinburgh Napier University. I would like to formally welcome the Ulster University, represented here today by Professor Denise McAllister, the Pro-Vice-Chancellor of Teaching, Learning and Student Experience, and Professor Una McMahon-Beattie, Head of the Department of Hospitality and Tourism Management. Particularly, I would again like to thank Ulster University for their steadfast encouragement and confidence in HTMi for more than 10 years. This was demonstrated in February of this year with a further 5-year revalidation of the BSc Honours Programme. In respect of this achievement, I would also warmly thank all HTMi staff who teach, administer and direct the BSc Honours course for their dedicated support to HTMi and Ulster University partnership. I would also formally welcome and thank Edinburgh Napier University, our academic partner for the Master of Science in Hospitality and Tourism Management.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let the celebrations commence with the roll call for the 2016 summer graduation. Today, we will all celebrate this graduation together by asking Professor Denise McAllister from the Ulster University to present our undergraduate awards, followed by Professor Russell Rimmer to present our HTMi Bachelor and Postgraduate Awards. We will also be asking Professor McAllister to make the graduation speech and close with a speech from our Professor of Research Development, Professor Russell Rimmer. I would now like to hand over to Mr. Anthony Lack, Master of Ceremonies for this graduation. Mr. Lack, it's all yours.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I will now call these proceedings to order as I call the graduating students to receive their parchments. To begin, I call to order those graduating at the level of certificate in International Hotel and Tourism Operations and the Management Training Certificate, which is a key component of this program. Lin Chi. Ho Jae-woo. Kin Ma Ma Han. Kiryakov Nikolai. Lapshina Ekaterina. Le Hai Yen. Li Ching Lam. Michali Sova Ivana. Niem Hong An. Nurin Farabi. From Suvan Latana. Hui Yu Ya Tu. Sam Andrew Kahin. Stella Yaka.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give our certificate students a big round of applause. Congratulations. We're all very proud of your achievement, and we wish you well for your diploma and high diploma years and bachelor.
Ladies and gentlemen, I call to order those graduating for the Diploma in International Hotel and Tourism Management and the Management Training Diploma at the same level. Besen Bekov Meyazan. Chin Aaron Chun Wa. Hung Kwan Ip. Kutkanya Supanza. Li Meng Hua. Nguyen Duk An. Nguyen Quang An. Rolik Adam. Tran Kwok Hui. Vivian Diana Lo Pei Ling. Yi Kit Yan.
So let's give our diploma students a big round of applause. Well done. We wish you well for the successful completion of the high diploma and, of course, your upcoming bachelor degree.
Ladies and gentlemen, I call to order those graduating for the Diploma in Training for Trainers in Hotel Management. Besha Yulia. Dmitrienko Daniel. Gikonyo Catherine. Ja Fa Ung. Nguyen Xuin Tu Uen. Holga Petra. Sikha Nakul Kumar. Sheng Wei Sheng. And for the Diploma in Training for Trainers in Events Management, Diakono Stefania. And for the Diploma in Training for Trainers in Multimedia, Roberts Thompson Benjamin Willem.
So let's give a big round of applause to our Train the Trainers who did a fantastic job this semester.
Ladies and gentlemen, I call to order those graduating at higher diploma in International Hotel and Tourism Management and the Management Training Diploma at the same level. Ao Chu Kwan Serena. Linkova Lydia. Khabdia Katerina. Diakono Stefania. Georgieva Michaela. Georgieva Valerie. Hoi Chi Ying. Kovac Vilmos Daniel. Lee Ho Tin. Medek Judith Gabriela. Niptse Tung Nicole. Holga Petra. Su Chia Shi. Suvajes Dora Piroshka. Sabo Lily. Tran Kwok Hui.
So let's give the higher diplomas a big round of applause. Congratulations. We're very proud of your achievement, and many of you, of course, have just finished your bachelor exams yesterday and will be waiting with bated breath for the exam board. Don't forget, September 13.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now call to order those students who have successfully completed the Bachelor of Science with honors in International Hospitality Management, awarded by the Ulster University. The degree is a highly ranked degree internationally in the field of hospitality education, and the Ulster University is recognized as a world leader in hospitality education and is one of the UK's largest and top universities. Graduates will be called out in ascending order of the honors awarded by the university to each student. Awarded the Bachelor of Science Honours in International Hospitality Management with honours at third class R, Pham Hui Fong. And presented in absentia, Kazim San Na Ayutaya Kantachanit, and Lu Chin Yi. Awarded the Bachelor of Science Honours in International Hospitality Management with honours at second class lower division R, Fong Hui Kwan. Lee Ka Ying. Nguyenova Quinn Tsung. So Chin Si Sunny. Tran Kwok Hui. And presented in absentia Dara Himanshu. Awarded the Bachelor of Science Honours in International Hospitality Management with honours at second class upper division R, Rofkina Ailina. Lupea Andrea Isabella. Murlatus Fraser Alexandra. In Ka Yi. Nguyen Xuyen Tu Uyen. Tran Tui Kio. Vando Sophia. And presented in absentia Adam Benedict Frederic and Segeti Christoph.
So ladies and gentlemen, let's give our BSc students a big round of applause. Well done. We're very proud that you have reached this milestone, graduating with the award of BSc with the Ulster University. So you're now HTMi alumni, and we of course are always there to support you, but we trust that you'll use the services of HTMi to recruit the next generation of students as you grow in your career.
And now I would like to call to the stage Professor Russell Rimmer, Professor of Research Development, to present the following HTMi awards. Ladies and gentlemen, I now call to order those students who have successfully completed the following HTMi awards: the Advanced Diploma in European Baking and Pastry Arts, the Bachelor of Arts in Hotel and Tourism Management, and those graduating at postgraduate diploma level in either postgraduate diploma in European Baking, Pastry and Arts, International Hotel and Tourism Management, or International Hotel Events Management. For the Advanced Postgraduate Diploma in European Baking and Pastry Arts, Naute Diaz Andres Jacob. For the Bachelor of Arts in Hotel and Tourism Management, Al-Shawazi Saud Mahmoud Abdul Qadir. For the Postgraduate Diploma in International Hotel and Tourism Management, Nanawati Abhijit. In KI. For the Postgraduate Diploma in Hotel Events Management, Tort Yosef. Trivedi Schluck.
Let's give a big round of applause to those students who graduated with the Advanced Diploma, Bachelor of Arts and Postgraduate Diplomas. We are very proud of your achievements as well, and as you all know, you are now HTMi alumni.
Ladies and gentlemen, I call to order those graduating with the MBA Postgraduate Diploma in Hospitality Management, awarded for completing the HTMi taught course, which is a part of the MSc MBA Joint Master's degree. Sheng. Din Van Nyok Ha. Yeah, Roshi Sophia. Shi Si Ja. Tran Bio Hoa. Vidma Pichawadi. Yang Hei Tung.
Nice shoes, Dan. Well done. Congratulations. Nice shoes. That's cool. You're jealous, did you? I saw that.
And presented in absentia, Kalia Melissa, Ang Yoltam Umfun, Wang Tao, Su Haiyan.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to the students that are graduating with the MBA postgraduate diplomas. Well done. And of course, we wish you well in the completion of your dissertation and to graduate next time at master's level.
The next students are a very special group, as these students are those graduating with the joint MBA in Hospitality Management awarded by HTMi and the MSc in Hospitality and Tourism Management validated, delivered and awarded by Edinburgh Napier University. Unfortunately, none of these graduates could attend the ceremony today as they have all started very successful international careers. So presented in absentia, Kailash Akshita, Kasper Rock, Pasmino Almeida Alecia Estefania, Sirbu Andre, and Trofimova Maria.
So congratulations to all those graduating at master's level with HTMi and ENU. I know both institutions are proud of their achievements and we wish them well for their careers and for their future.
So to all our graduates today, a very big congratulations. And now to conclude our ceremony, I would now like to ask Professor Russell Rimmer to give the closing address before the traditional cap-throwing ceremony.
This is the end. Heavens, you say, good idea. So I thought I'd spend a little bit of time talking about luck and about parties. And just to finish it off, something about the meaning of life. I guess you're feeling pretty lucky right now because you've got in your minds that this Australian bloke that dresses up in this funny Scottish stuff, he'll be brief because that's what he's like. Well, not all Australians are like it, are they? Because that guy before me, how long did he talk? And he was a bit rhetorical, I thought. But it's cool, you think to yourself. The end is nigh. Party time can begin soon. And moreover, I know many of you will return to Surenberg and party into the wee small hours of tomorrow. Parties and luck go together. But what does luck have to do with going to a party? Well, you say, I'll give you the answer. You have health, stamina, and the enthusiasm so that you're able to enjoy a party. Moreover, you have social skills to make parties enjoyable. And you all inhabit lives, your lives, mean you have the resources to take part in such celebrations. That's a fair bit of luck. From where does it come? Much of it comes from your parents. They passed you the DNA to have the health, physical and psychological endowments that allow you to be a party survivor. That sort of person who can survive the days and nights of a really good party as they meld one into the other. That's really a lot of luck. Parents also gave you an upbringing where your social skills that you would need at parties were imparted to you, were refined, and so you can go to a party confident that you'll be able to communicate with the other people around you and do whatever else you might do with people at a party. You also had the good luck to do this degree, where you reinforce that luck that is your background with learning about the quality of party activities and also what people do at such things as parties. I feel at this point I should be offering thanks to Mr. Sudki and Mr. Lack on your behalf as well as my own, because they did impart some very practical skills to you that you will probably apply this evening. In particular, I'm certain I should say thank you to them both, and I do on your behalf and my own, because certainly in the case of Mr. Sudki and Mr. Lack, I found out things about cocktails and organisations of parties that I never dreamed I would ever know. Also, you had the further good luck to learn about managing relationships, how to communicate effectively, how to manage people. And you learned that from every one of these people here. That's good luck as well. Now, you might be thinking by now that I reckon it's all just good luck for you lot. That what is it that you are actually bringing to the table? What is it that you did? Well, it's not quite as black and white as that. You definitely did things. And one piece of luck associated with you doing things is all about you. To get to the end of this semester, you did stuff. You went to lectures, you got up early, you had to get dressed properly. You did presentations, you talked to lecturers, you did group work, and on it went. And it went on for 20 weeks. So I guess right now, listening to me drone on as well, you know, you feel in your innermost being that you really need to be celebrating. Fair enough. But why is needing to know that you want a party a stroke of luck? Answer: because roughly speaking, your life and its luck offers you two ways of looking at how to live. One way, amongst the serious-minded of us, is to search for the meaning of life. For example, you might ask questions such as, why am I here? What are human beings meant to do? The sorts of questions philosophers ask. One such philosopher, Jean-Paul Sartre, whose answer was pretty simple. You are your life and nothing else. That is, we exist and we get from one day to the next, and as we do, we construct a living and a life. For Sartre, there is no universal meaning of a lived life. And as Sartre advises, effectively, get on with it. You've got a life, get on with the business of living. Not just Sartre took that view. Very great figures in religion, very great figures of philosophy from much earlier took the same view. Let me just give you one particularly simple outlook that comes from Confucius. Life is really simple, he said, but we insist on making it complicated. Okay, so life's simple and we should get on and live it. And we should get on and live it because we're in a lucky situation, which is the second way of going about it. Let's just live our lives. But having realised you've had a large measure of luck and realising there is no universal meaning to life, it brings consequences. Consequences that will matter over your lives. And I jotted down 5. The first one, take care of the genetic material your parents passed on to you. That is, exercise, eat well, and learn on and on, so your body and your brain will sustain you for the whole of your lives. Now, it's likely that your generation of people will live to 100. So you need a pretty fit receptacle, both mentally and physically, to make the most of the 100 years. So I urge you to think about your physical and mental well-being. Second, do not let dreams or obsessions overrule you. Because while you're looking at some distant goal that you really, really want, you might forget something or not see something out of the corner of your eye that comes past you, something that's really glittering, really valuable. It might be a person, it might be a business opportunity, it might be a really good party. That is, we need to think about a balance between short-run opportunities, such as enjoying a party and the people at it, and the balance with our long-run goals. For example, building a successful business, which involves interacting with people in rather different ways. Third, if luck plays a big part in where you are now, then to go on being lucky, great concentration is required on the thinking that you do. As the Prophet Muhammad put it, it is your own conduct which will lead you onward. to your rewards or your punishments. Swami Sivananda said, "Put your heart, mind and soul into even your smallest acts." All in all, concentrate on your life is the message that comes down to us and what we are doing with it. Fourth, part of that concentration means be hard on what you think. If you realise you've been lucky, then that is a rather humbling experience, as you cannot take full responsibility for all of your achievements. So examine your thinking to ensure you take the actions that keep you lucky. That's not a new idea. I'm sure Tudor in the audience would be bursting to remind me that 2,500 years ago, Socrates urged everybody to examine their lives. So I'm urging, examine your lives and how you think about it. An important consequence of examining your life and how you think is that you'll become known for very positive things. You'll become known for the things that you figure out you love. That love might be a person, family, job, leisure, or wider community endeavours. Fifth, finally, if you are lucky, then an aspect of being humble in the face of luck is to respect people. Over my years in academic life, I've collaborated with many, many researchers and scholars. Often the decision of whether I would work with someone was not based on their superior intellect, but rather often by the way that researcher treats other people. And very often I would get insights to that by eating with them in restaurants. Yeah, researchers eat, and I'll also tell you that researchers write things on serviettes. I've still got some from memorable bits of work I did. However, while dining, while writing on serviettes, if I find I see unfair treatment, rude, offhand behaviour from the person I'm thinking of working with, then that carries over to my decision as to whether I will work with them. After all, the researcher with a superior intellect has been lucky in the sense of acquiring that intelligence. He was not made lucky so he could be rude to other people. Now, what does all this mean for us, for you? If there is no universal meaning for life, what do we do? The rapper Eminem agrees there is no such universal meaning for life. His view was roll with it. But what he actually said was, the truth is you don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. Life's a crazy ride and nothing is guaranteed. But if nothing is guaranteed, keeping lucky can get you to whatever in life will make you happy. Keeping lucky is about the things I've already tried to suggest. Learning, exercise, concentrating on all that you do, being respectful. And, of course, you need to be enthusiastic about your life because the uncertainty in it means that you need to concentrate on it and work at it. From that, you can have all sorts of good fortune. So, what have I got to say to you? Work at it so you can go on being lucky. Thank you, and enjoy this evening.
Thank you, Professor Rimmer. To conclude our graduation today, we invite all the graduates to come to the front of the room to take part in the traditional cap-throwing ceremony and then to get your photos taken. Thereafter, dinner will be served outside in the foyer after the cap-throwing ceremony.
Yeah.